Our own men's and women's tennis teams played their first home games this past weekend against Delaware. Jared Wood was there.
How you doing? This is Jared Wood with the Rider Sports Corner. Let's check out some of the highlights from the beginning of the season for men's and women's tennis.
The men's tennis team met up against Delaware State Sunday, September 21st, in hopes to improve their winless record on the season so far. After suffering a 0-7 loss to Delaware State last season, the men's Broncs had all the motivation they needed to capitalize on the day's matches. The biggest wins of the day came from sophomores Chris Esposito and Robert Olson, winning all three of their doubles.
It's a big win, man. It's a big win for the team. We won our doubles. I mean, we weren't expecting to win against these huge guys, I guess you could say. It's a big win, though, overall.
Coach Ed Torres mentions how last season the current sophomores came together in order to win matches like these.
They have grown tremendously. You see, they were high school players. They were singles high school players. Chris is from Neptune. He's a Motion Grove guy. He played #1 for Neptune High School. I'm a retired teacher from Neptune. He lives in Ocean Grove. And Rob is down from Marlton. But they were singles players. And in New Jersey high school tennis, you don't play doubles if you play singles. You have to play one or the other. So these guys are not experienced doubles players. Last year they had a whole year together. That paid off with a victory. Last year they couldn't have beaten these guys because now they're learning. See, when you play doubles, you have to know how to volley. You have to know that net play. They're backcourt bangers. They stand in the back and they love the backcourt. But they're gradually, especially Rob, who's 6'5". I just told him after the match, I'm glad that you poach. You go after those balls. A guy your size with the reach you have.
Chris Esposito and Robert Olson eventually led the men's team to a 4-3 victory over Delaware State. Unfortunately, the women's tennis team did not have the same luck, losing 0-7 to the Delaware State women's team.
I think we just need to work on a little bit of communication issues, and that's about it. But we play very well together. We know where each other's at. Just a little bit more communication.
This loss for the women's team brings their record to 1-2, but both the men's and the women's team have high hopes for the season.
I think we're doing a little bit better than last year. I mean, we did better last year, they said, than other years, so I think it's moving up.
With most of the teams we're competitive with some of the teams we're not. And I just tell them, don't get discouraged. Just go out there and do the best that you can. And it's good for you. Even if you might lose, it's good experience because you're playing against somebody who's better. And you only get better by playing people that are better than you are. And eventually you will catch up, just like we did in the doubles today. We won all three doubles. Last year we didn't win three. We lost the three doubles. That to me is really an improvement.
For more tennis coverage, keep watching the Rider Sports Corner. This has been Jared Wood.
On Riders campus, people get together to do something really great for the community and people who are in need. Our own Kelly Dixon was at one of these events and has the story.
I'm here at the Alpha Psi Delta Volley for the Kids in the Student Recreation Center, where today 14 teams will be competing in a volleyball tournament to support Homefront. The Sisters of Alpha Psi Delta turned out early in preparation for the big day. The annual event has become popular with students on campus and requires lots of planning to ensure success.
Actually, we started over the summer organizing this event. We get all the teams together and we contact people to make sure that the dates are right. And then we start from there ordering t-shirts and everything. And then once we come back to school in the fall, we get on it right away and we organize great teams, get out publicity, and just try to get as much participation as possible.
This is not the only event held by Alpha Psi Delta to support their philanthropy. The money raised at the Volley for the Kids helps them to hold other events for the children throughout the year.
Each player donates $10, and all the money that we get goes to Homefront. So we do Facebook or flyers or anything we can to get the word out.
Students from various groups on campus put together teams, but the biggest turnout was by the Greek community.
You know, that's really one of the paramount foundations of Tall Cap Epsilon, so anything we can do to help out here, we love to do it, and we love to do it all the way.
Some students feel an event such as this really helps in bringing the rider community together.
We all get together for a good cause. It's no longer just Greeks and independents. We all come together as one.
If one of us is holding an event, the other ones always show up and vice versa, so I really think that if this event goes on, we hold an event, I think everyone's going to show up to that too, so it's a really great thing.
The Brothers of Tau Kappa Epsilon were the big winners for the day, and the Sisters of Alpha Psi Delta feel the event was a success.
It went very well. Everybody's happy. Everyone's leaving here with a smile on their face, so I would say that that's a success.
There's been spiking, setting, and bumping, but most of all, From the Student Recreation Center, this has been Kelly Dixon for the Rider Sports Corner.